113 days ago, he was introduced as the new head coach of Navy football. Brian Newberry leads the new era of midshipman football. And Brian, less than 4 months on the job, what's been the biggest challenge?
Well, I think just wrapping your mind around being a head coach and all that entails. Being the defensive coordinator the last 4 years was a lot of fun, being in charge of that unit. Now you're in charge of the whole picture. I feel like we hit a home run with our staff. We've got a lot of really good coaches in place that are carrying out our vision for the program and feel really good about things and where we're at right now.
You have 5 new assistant coaches on your core staff, and they all have ties to someone who was already here in the program. How do you address blind spots in the organization when you have like-minded people working together?
Sure. Well, I think the first part of that is hiring guys that you trust, and that goes into what you were saying about being connected in one way or the other. You want to hire great people. You want to hire people that you trust. And I think the blind spots are eliminated when there's communication. You're all on the same page. You share the same vision. You share the same goals. All arrows pointing in the same direction. And things come up from time to time. But when you have a staff with a bunch of guys that don't have egos, that's an easy thing to do.
You mentioned communication, and this offense is learning a new lingo under offensive coordinator Grant Chestnut. How have you adapted to the offense being built from the ground up?
Yeah, it's been interesting. It's been fun to watch. I watch practice with a different perspective now. I'm so involved in the defensive side of things, so it's fun to learn. It's fun to watch the offense, have a little bit of input, talk to Coach Chestnut about some of the things they're doing, why they're doing certain things, the way they're doing it, maybe having a little bit of input. It's interesting, but I've really enjoyed it. Sat in Coach Chestnut's position meeting the other day, learned a ton about O-line play. Him and Coach Ingram, I think they're two of the best in the business. So it's been a lot of fun.
I've heard you say at practice, O-line play is going to dictate how far this Navy team goes this year. Who has stood out to you on that unit?
I think several guys have had some bright spots. I think Connor McMahon's the one guy that's really stood out to me. Pena's had a really good spring. Sam Glover's done some nice things. Several guys have had flashes. We just got to be more consistent up front. But I think we've made incremental improvement. Really excited about that unit. That's our culture. That's who we are. And we've got to line up and be able to run the football, come off the football, move people, and I'm excited about the progress. I think we've got a little bit of ways to go, but we're heading in the right direction.
You've said that a lot. We've got a long way to go in terms of this program. What does progress look like over time?
We talk about stacking days. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. You're really never staying the same. So it's important for me and for us, that we're making progress every practice, getting just a little bit better, and that starts to compound. You always feel like you've got a long way to go in spring, but I think when you consider the fact that we've got as many new coaches as we do on staff, I think the progress has been really, really good, and I'm really pleased with where we're at.
When you put on the pads this fall, how do you envision that final finished product looking?
Well, I think we have 5 days left here, and I think at this point in spring, it's at a lot of places I've been, it kind of starts to taper off. Guys get tired of hitting and banging on each other. Guys are a little sore, beat up, tired. We challenged our guys today to come out and make these last 5, the best 5 practices of spring ball, and we're trying to create that foundation for when we start fall camp and where our ceiling is coming out of spring ball. So it's really important we finish up strong here the last 5 days and then carry that momentum into our summer training and then hit the ground running once fall camp starts.
In 9 months, the college football season will be over. You and I will meet back here. What's the first thing we'll talk about?
You know what? I hope that we talk about how proud we are of our football team, the progress we've made, and the product we put on the field. We talked about success in our program, being the very best versions of ourselves, and that's our goal, is to maximize these guys and help them to be the best versions of themselves as individuals and collectively as a football team. And I feel like if we do that, then we'll be in a good place.
The Newberry era kicks off in earnest August 26th when Navy plays Notre Dame in Dublin, Ireland. I'm Luke Slabaugh, and this is Navy Football.